Welcome, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore, ringside with Teddy Atlas. We have a big night of boxing ahead. Plus, so many are looking forward to our undercard. It is the pro debut for the much-heralded Andre Bishop. The middleweight will be facing the crafty veteran Lucius Palmer. All from here, the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago right now. So round one is underway. Andre Bishop against Lucius Palmer. So many times we talk about the nerves that somebody making their pro debut can be having. Don't expect that out of Andre Bishop, not with his amateur pedigree. Well, let's talk about what kind of a fight this could end up being, because as far as we see it, both guys are really committed to the cause here. They want each other.
Hey, look, the old times would say these guys are harder to miss than they are to hit.
Teddy, typically in a fight like this, when we have a power puncher against a real high stamina, well-conditioned fighter, what adjustments do you usually see made throughout the fight?
Well, one of the adjustments is on the side of the power puncher. He may find out that he better stop looking for home runs, stop swinging for the fences. He may have to adjust his game where he's using the jab more, looking for singles and doubles, not just that big one over the fence.
See Andre Bishop, that training. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Stunned, but all of a sudden now, oh, a big shot comes home for him. Lucius Palmer's in trouble now. He just went down from a hook.
I think his friends at ringside felt that one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Scores up top with a left. Lands that hook to the midsection. And here we go again as Lucius Palmer tries to steal this round against Andre Bishop. A little 1-2, jab followed by the cross. So the first round of Andre Bishop's pro career is in the books, facing Lucius Palmer here. Teddy, after what we just saw, what can we expect?
Well, we could expect that he's going to try to grab the last parts of the round. You saw that right there. You know, he'll fight 3/4 of the round at one pace, and then all of a sudden flurry a little bit, flash a little bit at the end, try to grab the eyes of the judges.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Able to land the hook to the head. Carissi's known for really pushing Andre Bishop very hard during training camp. But right now, we're not seeing the results. He seems to be fading a bit.
Yeah, you start to wonder whether or not Andre Bishop has gotten a little full of himself, you know, breaking the rules a little bit, maybe getting a little cocky. And maybe, you know, Gus sees him in the gym, but he doesn't see him 24/7. Maybe Andre not living the right way.
Halfway through round number 2. Good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. Right to the head with that right. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. A well-placed left hand up top. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Andre Bishop. Palmer's got to deal with a cut cheek.
I don't want to see who gets the ropes. As soon as you feel ropes, move out. Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into them without throwing a punch.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in. Palmer's making a mockery of this right now. I mean, the guy's not even moving. He's just standing there.
Hey, look, you see people quit. You see people give up in different aspects of life. He may be doing that right now.
Beat him to the punch.
Excellent hook by Andre Bishop. Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Keep moving, keep moving.
That's a forceful two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. There's a straight right hand.
Keep moving.
Andre Bishop's left landing well. That's a big hook by Andre Bishop that time. His opponent felt it. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there?
Keep moving.
I like the angle that Andre Bishop just gave us right there. His opponent didn't like the result. He just ate an uppercut. Good combination to the head. Nice work on the right hand by Andre Bishop. Palmer's mouth is bleeding badly. It has been a very consistent night by Andre Bishop. He has built up a lead on the scorecards, and nothing but good praise coming from trainer Gus Carissi.
And he has such a cushion. Don't be shocked. It happens in this business, believe me. If his trainer doesn't tell him, you know what? Work with him a little bit. Don't get careless, but work on things. Carry him a little bit. Get some rounds.
Final round here of what has been a night where Andre Bishop has been in total command of his opponent.
You just don't want to slip on a banana peel now, or on a right hand.
He's tired.
Bishop's resorting to dirty tactics. That was a headbutt, and the referee should be giving him a warning.
Head and body, head and body.
Boy, sharp two-punch combination by Palmer. Lucius Palmer now. You know, Palmer has been working on his defense, and there he blocked that punch. Halfway point of this last round.
Keep your head moving.
He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Last minute of this last round. And he clinches yet again. Bishop's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. Palmer's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo.
You got this one.
Who would have ever thought it with two guys like this, brawlers, punchers, that they would go to a decision?
Your winner.
That does it from ringside for Teddy Atlas. Last minute of this last round. And he clinches yet again. Bishop's done a good job there, offensively scoring with that left hand. Palmer's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo.
You got this one.
Who would have ever thought it with two guys like this, brawlers, punchers, that they would go to a decision?
Your winner.
That does it from ringside for Teddy Atlas. I'm Joe Tessitore, and I thank you for joining us.
Back here in the Friday Night Fight studios, I'm Brian Kenny. Amateur gold medalist Andre Bishop taking his first steps as a pro this past weekend on the undercard at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago. Bishop beating former welterweight contender Lucius Palmer en route to his first pro win. Now, we've seen Palmer before here on ESPN. He's a veteran, he's no joke, and Bishop is now considered to be one of the best prospects boxing has seen in decades. By beating a fighter the caliber of Palmer in his pro debut, no less, he definitely made a statement. Andre Bishop clearly a fighter to watch. In other news, heavyweight prospect Isaac Frost scoring the second knockout of his pro career, beating another overmatched opponent on the undercard of a McQueen pay-per-view in Las Vegas. He's now 2-0 with 2 KOs.
That they would go to a decision.
Your winner.
That does it from ringside for Teddy Atlas. I'm Joe Tessitore, and I thank you for joining us.
Here in the Friday Night Fight studios, I'm Brian Kenny. Amateur gold medalist Andre Bishop taking his first steps as a pro this past weekend on the undercard at the Aragon Ballroom in Chicago. Bishop beating former welterweight contender Lucius Palmer en route to his first pro win. Now, we've seen Palmer before here on ESPN. He's a veteran, he's no joke, and Bishop is now considered to be one of the best prospects boxing has seen in decades. By beating a fighter the caliber of Palmer in his pro debut, no less, he definitely made a statement. Andre Bishop clearly a fighter to watch. In other news, heavyweight prospect Isaac Frost scoring the second knockout of his pro career, beating another overmatched opponent on the undercard of a McQueen pay-per-view in Las Vegas. He's now 2-0 with 2 KOs.
I said it before, kid. I don't believe in building a record fighting nobodies. You don't learn anything against guys like that except how to make mistakes. We ain't here to do anything stupid. This ain't the amateurs, no. You got a chance to do something great, to be someone great. And I'm gonna help you get there. We're gonna take some fights against decent guys. And I want you to show me that you got what it takes. Because if you can stop these guys, I'm gonna be impressed. But if you can't at least put them on the canvas, I want to be disappointed. Got it, kid? I want to see these guys on the floor.
The time has come. All the talk is done. Now the fight is set to begin. There's Andre Bishop in the locker room, Teddy, with his longtime trainer, Gus Carisi. Of course, Gus was one who very early on tapped Andre Bishop as a fighter to watch. He said he was full of potential. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside here at the State Palace Theater in New Orleans. Mike Walker is lined up for Andre Bishop in Bishop's second fight of his pro career. Of course, he won in his pro debut against Lucius Palmer, now trying to make it 2 in a row. And now he's targeting upstairs. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Doubles up the jab to the head. Well, we've been waiting all week to call this one. Teddy, what kind of fight are you expecting?
Oh, the kind of guys that they get insulted if you miss them, Joe.
Andre Bishop's right hand working well that time. He scored well.
Guard up!
During your training career, is this the type of matchup that you liked when you had a power puncher facing another power puncher?
No, I hated it. I never wanted to fight a big banger.
And now you see him scoring well with the right. Teddy, I think wow! Oh, an explosive headshot there. He is down. So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
Doubling up the jab by Andre Bishop. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. This is becoming like a crime scene here. Walker's DNA is splattered throughout that ring.
And you know it's going to influence the fight, not only where maybe he gets a little discouraged, he gets a little down, but maybe his opponent, and there's a big maybe he gets a little careless now going in there for the kill. And maybe that could be an opportunity for him.
10 clicks of the talk. Good step back counter punch there. Walker's got a real problem on his hands now, Teddy. I think the cut is actually worsening around his outside. Walker's a seasoned pro, and old pros tend to fall into the same patterns. Nothing has changed with him stylistically since he's been knocked down in this fight.
Well, that falls right into that pattern or that cliche where old dogs can't be taught new tricks. Well, right now, he's going to have to come up with a trick or two, maybe, to survive this moment.
Very accurate two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Little head hunting with the left. A headshot blocked. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counter punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Goes up top with a right hand. A solid uppercut by Andre Bishop. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Good flush shot upstairs.
Keep your head moving.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
Keep going.
10 seconds remaining in this round. That's a stinging right hand by Walker. And now a well-placed hook to the head.
Keep circling. Don't stand in front of him. Jab your way, okay? Whatever.
Nice. This guy's never felt a feeling like this before, Andre.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. A hammering hook to the head by Andre Bishop. A flush hook scores well for him. Well placed, straight right hand. And a flush hook lands by Andre Bishop. Bishop could really use a pit stop here. He needs to refuel.
Yeah, he needs to tie up a little bit.
Walker's inability to get a... And yet another big shot comes in. Andre Bishop is on the receiving end of a power shot that scored the knockdown.
Damn it!
So Bishop gets up and beats the count, but now comes the critical time.
Now he has to do two things. One, he has to survive, kill a little bit of time, and understand why he got put down in the first place so he don't make the same mistake.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Andre Bishop. Andre Bishop's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination?
Keep moving. Let's move.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Mike Walker. He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
Finish with the hook.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some. There it is! We've been watching this roller coaster ride of the career of Andre Bishop for so long. Now another dip.
Get up.
Can he rise up and continue on?
Hurry, get up.
And that's the end of round 3.
Then recoup from that knockdown. Let's do it. Finish with the hook.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some. There it is! We've been watching this roller coaster ride of the career of Andre Bishop for so long. Now another dip.
Get up.
Can he rise up and continue on?
Hurry, get up.
And that's the end of round 3.
Then recoup from that knockdown. Let's do it.
Okay, last round. No more body shots, okay? I need you to go to the head, all right? Go for the knockdown. You have to start growing in volume in there. Grow in volume.
Andre Bishop coming out for the final stanza of what has been a highly competitive, close fight. Too tough to call. Good shot to the head with that right hand. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Bishop's recuperative abilities being tested to the limit here. Just 60 seconds to gather yourself after being... Bishop is stunned. He just took a huge punch. What a big shot. Well, he's been there before, and now he's there again. He got floored.
You can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
What guts by Andre Bishop. We've seen it throughout his career we've been following, but he wants to fight on here. Headshot lands, was a hook. And a sharp hook by Andre Bishop. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Did you see that? What a powerful hook to the head by Andre Bishop. Big shot comes crashing home. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
By way of knockouts, your winner, Andre Bishop.